Hey, this is Notser, and we're in the Tier 6 French cruiser, La Galissonniere. He has 27,300 health, a top speed of 31 knots, 9 155mm guns, 4 torpedoes, a surface attack of 11.4 kilometers, and 38 AA defense rating. For my modules, reduce crit chance on main armament, improved aiming accuracy, reduce the chance of flooded fire, faster rudder shift. For my commander, priority target, preventative maintenance, expert marksman, adrenaline rush, superintendent, demolition expert, vigilance, and concealment. We're on the map Fault Line, and this is the Tier 6. It's a pretty fair Tier 6. I really like it. I like the layout of the French. It doesn't have access to an aircraft, so keep that in mind. It also, I'm using the standard speed boost. There's sort of a bug right now where the standard speed boost actually gives you more percentage boost, and that's closer to what it will be whenever the game comes out. So you just have to sort of deal with it. But pretty fast refire, 155s, 152, whatever. It's in that caliber gun. So it works pretty well. Now over by A point, there were enemy destroyers, and of course we wanted to fire at them, and then an enemy emerald shows up, and we're going to try and punish the emerald. First firing HE, and then maybe switching to AP. The turrets, they traverse pretty well. You know, it's not destroyer levels of speed, but it's better than Soviet destroyers. It's a very quick little turret traverse, and if the enemy emerald would allow me to punish his side, I would absolutely appreciate it. We got a citadel. Maybe if we dropped it a little bit low. Looks like the kamikaze is going to get that torpedo attack. Good job, kamikaze. And we're doing all right. 2 enemies down. 10 to go. Enemy Fubuki is rocking that Halloween camo, and I want to work him down. Obviously, switch to HE. So, the Tier 6. What is there to like? What is there not to like? Well, the lack of aircraft it's not an issue, but I would prefer it existing, obviously. It allows you to do some things that you just can't do, like detect a battleship over an island, maybe detect anyone over an island, provide a little bit more AA protection. You will be giving up AA protection when you choose the French cruiser line, just globally. That is a weak point of it. It's better than the Japanese, but it's not much better. I mean, it's second to last on its AA protection pretty much across the board. The torpedoes are, I believe they're the variant 3 torpedoes per side. Did I say 6 or 4? I think it's 6. They're all right. There is always a huge risk of a miss with a single launcher. You really need 2 launchers to sort of set the player up so you can exploit it. Speaking of set the player up and exploit it, that Fubuki was just a little bit too close. I don't miss when a destroyer is within 10 kilometers, and you're going to be punished for it. And oops, sorry, my friends. We're doing all right. This is really where the French like to operate. Maintain good range on the enemies, and pick on targets that get a little bit too close, or isolate themselves, either by their own choosing, or your team doing it for them. It's just one of those things, right? So I'm moving forward. There are torpedoes. The torpedoes, not really a big deal. Maneuverability on these ships are great. I also go a maneuverability build. Ooh, we hit that shot. I don't think I was expecting to hit the shot, but I'll take it. 12.5 kilometer on a destroyer. Yeah. Guns are okay. Guns are, I can't complain. I can only start complaining at, like, it really feels like 7, 8, 9, and 10, it starts slowly giving up compared to everyone else on the gun system. And then obviously 10 is just horrible. But the small caliber haven't let me down, and this is the last small caliber ship. The next one, Tier 7, is 203s. You go 203, 203, 203, and then 240. So for some, this might be the end of the line, and it might just be the beginning, right? Getting to the next ship. Oh, it doesn't really count until you're in Tier 7 anyway, Notser. Yeah, well, that's not how I look at it. I like the game. I think you should encourage players to play all tiers. You shouldn't just lock good players at tiers 8, 9, and 10 and say, oh, well, this is only the tiers you're allowed to play. You can't play anything else. Yeah, no, no. And we're crushing the enemy on this flank. We're crushing the enemy all over the map. It's not close at all. But the enemy hasn't had a lot of opportunities to fire on me, and that's by design. I don't want to push too far forward. I don't want to overextend, because if you overextend in a French, you will die very quickly in a French. You just don't have the armor. You just don't have the armor. And that's just through playing them, playing against them. If you see a French cruiser, pick on them, especially as a battleship, but also as a cruiser with AP. You don't want to just sit idly and say, oh no, but I could get more damage with a battleship shot. Well, yeah, but who cares? Speaking of battleships, that enemy New Mexico is my target. He might not know that he's my target, but he's my target. And the reason he's my target is he's going for A. He's forward. He's isolating himself willfully. There's going to be islands that will block line of sight, most likely, other than him, of course. And maybe I could use my torpedoes. So, the torpedoes. The torpedoes are interesting on the French cruisers. They're all or nothing. They've got great range. This is the first ship, I believe, with Tier 9, the torpedoes that you get basically until the end of the game for the French. They've got great range, but they're lacking in the launcher category, clearly. Speed's alright, everything's alright. By the way, he's broadside, so AP's going to work so well against him. And he recognizes what I'm doing to him, so he's going to try and engage me, and I'm going to go bow on and hope that he misses. Hopefully he ricochets. And that's not too bad. That's not too bad. We did take damage, but we didn't take a lot of damage. And the closer we get to him, the higher chance is that our torpedoes on our port side will be useful. Now our starboard, not going to be useful. He's going to turn inside. He recognizes it. That's over. That ship has sailed. But the port side has not. So I'm trying to wait for him to fire one more time before I commit to the torpedo. And I'm really hoping he'll fire. You see, I'm lining up. I'm predicting it. Oh, baby. He did a lot of damage there, but not enough to kill us, so we have to hit the torpedo. And it's great torpedo angling. Great torpedo angling. It's really easy to use your torpedoes if you get an opportunity just like that. You don't have to angle too much, and there you go. Tier 6 worked out pretty well. 82,000 torpedo strikes, 2 kills. Very nimble. Stay in the back, move forward for those destroyers, but you can operate pretty well. 1,566 base XP. I was happy with my performance. A little bit of everything, 22 AP, 22 HE, torpedoes, fires, yeah, a little bit of everything. 1 million fired at us, so yeah, we did a good job for our team. The ship performed well in its role, couldn't complain. I hope you enjoyed the game, I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll catch you next time.